Chapter 41. He wore a red robe and gold armor and carried a huge battle axe. As Grand Tutor Wen watched them attentively, his scarlet robe, black unicorn, and 2 gold staves were noticed by a patrolman. "Your Honor, there's a man on the hillside above spying on us." Looking up, the general saw Grand Tutor Wen watching their movements. He angrily spurred his horse up the slope. Grand Tutor Wen felt pleased with his bold ferocity. "We could do with this man at West Qi," he thought. As he pondered, the general galloped up before him. "Who are you? How dare you spy on our mountain hideout? I like this quiet place. I wish that I could build a hut here and recite the Taoist scriptures day and night. Would you consent, General?" The man became angry. "You damned Taoist devil!" He cursed and charged at him with his axe. The Grand Tutor met the assault with his 2 gold staves, and the two fought back and forth vigorously. Grand Tutor Wen was a great warrior. He had experienced hundreds of battles and thousands of warriors, and naturally thought nothing of this opponent. Yet the man could wield his axe quite skillfully. "I really should take this man with me to West Qi. Though not outstanding, he may be useful to me." He seized the first chance to pull out of the fight and galloped off towards the east. As soon as he heard the man close behind him, he pointed at the ground with a gold staff, and a high gold wall instantly sprung up around the general, trapping him within. Grand Tutor Wen returned to his original place, dismounted, and sat on a rock with his back against a pine tree, watching for further developments. Now this mountain was occupied by a large band of outlaws under 4 chiefs. When the first was taken, an outlaw hurried back. The great chief's been drawn inside a yellow vapor by a Taoist and has completely disappeared. "Where's the Taoist now?" the third and the fourth asked. "He's sitting on the mountain top." In a great rage, the 2 mounted and rushed up the mountain with a battle cry. As they approached, Grand Tutor Wen mounted, pointed at them with his gold staff, and shouted, "Don't be in such a hurry, generals." The 2 chiefs were astonished to find that their opponent had 3 eyes, but they boldly moved closer. "Who are you? How dare you act so barbarously here? What have you done to our eldest brother? Send him back, and we'll spare your life." The fool with an indigo face. "He offended me, and I killed him with my staff. What do you 2 come here for? All I want is this mountain. Would you consent?" The 2 chiefs gave a roar of fury and charged at Grand Tutor Wen, one wielding a lance, the other 2 ridged staves. As before, Grand Tutor Wen gave up ground after a few rounds and galloped off toward the south. As the 2 pursued him, he pointed at them with his gold staves. In an instant, Zheng, the 3rd chief, was surrounded by water, and Tao, the 4th, was surrounded by a forest. Grand Tutor Wen once more returned to the tree and sat down. The 2nd chief was collecting grain at the back of the mountain when some outlaws hurried to him. "Chief! Disaster! The 3 chiefs have all been killed by a Taoist." Roaring like thunder, Xin, the 2nd chief, flapped his wings and soared into the air. He hovered over Grand Tutor Wen. "You damned specter! How can I let you live after you've killed all my brothers?" Grand Tutor Wen looked at him with his middle eye and found him fearsome and evil in appearance. He wore a tiger head hat and had a face like a juju with long fangs protruding from his upper jaw. He swooped down to attack Grand Tutor Wen with a pair of hammers. The Grand Tutor thought with delight, "This is just the heroic man I want." As Xin struck at his head with the hammers, the Grand Tutor blocked with his gold staves. After a few rounds, Grand Tutor Wen ran away to the east. Xin pursued him, crying, "Where are you off to, devil? I won't let you get off. It'll be impossible to capture this man with metal, wood, water, fire, or earth." Grand Tutor Wen reasoned quickly. He pointed at a rock beside the path with his staff and ordered a yellow-scarved genie. "Lift this rock and trap that man beneath it." The genie did as he was told, and in a moment Xin was lying beneath the rock. Grand Tutor Wen raised his staff as if to beat him on the head. Mercy. I failed to recognize your talent and offended you. I would be deeply grateful if you would kindly spare my life. Grand Tutor Wen placed his staff on Xin's head. Of course, you don't know me. I'm not a Taoist, but Grand Tutor Wen of Zhaoge. I've been sent by His Majesty to subdue West Qi and am just passing through. I punished the fellow with the indigo face because he attempted to hurt me without any reason. Now tell me, which do you want, to live or to die? Grand Tutor. I didn't know you were passing by this mountain. Otherwise, I would have come out to welcome you. I apologize and beg you to pardon us. If you would like to live, you must take me as your teacher. Follow me and place yourself at my disposal when we reach West Qi. If you achieve great merit, you'll be rewarded with a high official position and a jade belt to wear round your waist. Grand Tutor Wen promised. If your honor's willing to bestow such a favor on me, I'm certainly willing to follow you. Xin Huan replied. Grand Tutor Wen pointed at the rock with his staff and ordered the genie to remove it. Xin Huan was so exhausted that he could not get up at once, but after a long rest, he staggered to his feet and kowtowed before his conqueror. Grand Tutor Wen helped him up and then sat down on a stone, leaning against a pine tree. Xin Huan stood beside him. How many men do you have on Yellow Flower Mountain, Xin Huan? The Grand Tutor asked. This mountain has an area of about 60 square li, and we've got more than 10,000 outlaws here with plentiful food and supplies of equipment. Grand Tutor Wen was greatly pleased. Xin Huan knelt down and pleaded. I beg you to have mercy on the other 3 chiefs and spare their lives. They'll certainly do their best to return your kindness. Why do you beg for mercy on their behalf so earnestly? Though we're from different families with different surnames, we're just like real brothers. Since you're so loyal to your friends, I promise to let all of them live. Now just move a short distance away. Grand Tutor Wen directed. The Grand Tutor opened his palm, and there was a clap of thunder that shook the mountain. The 3 chiefs rubbed their eyes as if waking from a deep sleep. In the twinkling of an eye, the golden wall that enclosed Deng, the water that surrounded Zhang, and the trees that imprisoned Tao had all disappeared. As they returned on their horses, they caught sight of Xin Huan standing beside Grand Tutor Wen. Brother, seize that accursed Taoist at once. Deng Zhong cried. Catch that Taoist devil, don't let him get away. Zhang and Tao echoed him. What became of Grand Tutor Wen? If you want to know, please read the next chapter.